Hey guys, so today I have a haul video for you. I'm actually really excited about this haul, I don't know why. So I went to Ulta a couple times actually, and I went to Big Lots. I Instagrammed a couple pictures of some of the stuff, so you may have already seen it, but it's really exciting still. Well, I went to Big Lots the day that they had the 20% off your entire purchase sale, and they have those periodically. But I went because a bunch of bloggers, I guess, from Nuvo Cheap and a bunch of people like that were showing all their hauls that they got, and then they were just really great steals. So I had to stop by my local Big Lots and check it out. So I did get a bunch of stuff, all for a total of less than $20, which you will see is crazy once you see what I actually got. So I will get started now. And okay. The first thing I got, I was actually looking for this, hoping for a different one though, but I'll get to that. So this is a Wet n Wild duo, I guess you could say. So there's two of the Lust 6-pan palettes, which if you know, these 6-pan palettes were discontinued, which I think is really lame. They should have just kept them and created new ones, but anyway. It also has two lip liners, which I most definitely will not use because they're literally bronzy metallic lip liners, which I am not down for. This thing in total was $3.50, which I got 20% off this price, which is, yeah, I know, it's crazy. So the reason I wanted a different one though is that in a lot of people's Instagram pictures of their hauls, they had the other palette. I want to say it was the Greed one, which everyone had the peachy nudish black silver, I can't remember, but it was one that I don't have. So I'm really happy though that I got this one because this is my favorite of the 6-pan palettes, so I'm just very happy about this. The next thing I got is another thing I'm super excited to try. It's the Revlon Photo Ready Bronzer in Bronzed and Chic. I don't know if this is being discontinued or not because there were a lot of them at Big Lots, but this was only $3.50, but again with a discount. The reason I'm excited about this though is because a ton of YouTubers really like this bronzer. This was, I believe, in Emily Noel 83's Emily Awards this year, and then I know Amreeks has raved about this before as well. So I'm super excited to try this, and especially for such a discounted price. It's crazy. The next thing is super basic. I just got a bunch of long bobby pins. You guys can see these are a bit more extended than the typical bobby pins. I don't really like the short ones now that I've used these longer ones, just because I can use them kind of in substitution of bun pins. So I don't know. They were only $1 plus a discount. The next thing I got, I was really excited about, but very quickly became disappointed in. It's the Olay Fresh Effects BB Cream. So I got the shade light to medium, and this was $5, but I only paid $4 with the discount. Actually, this is the most expensive thing that I bought, which is, awesome. So I was just, I don't know, the fact this was only $5 was really exciting to me, and I just thought it would be kind of cool to try, and I got the shade light to medium, even though there was a lighter shade. I don't know if it was called Fair or what, but it looked too light, so I decided to get this one. And when you apply this at first, it doesn't look too dark, but holy crap, this stuff oxidized like nobody's business. I've never had a product oxidize that much on me. This was Oompa Loompa status. It looked like I had bronzed my entire face with 3 layers of bronzer. It was the scariest thing I had ever seen, and I had to remove it right away because it freaked me out. This never really fully set. I could feel it on my face, which I really hated that because it felt like my face was it was not dry. There was stuff on my face. It just felt terrible. I just was really disappointed with this, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it now. So that was a bummer. Back to exciting things though. I did get 3 nail polishes. There were a lot more, but I really restrained myself. I got one of these Sephora by OPI polishes. If you didn't know that these are popping up at Big Lots, you should go check them out because there's a lot of glitters, to be honest. It's almost all glitters in some really ugly shades, to be honest. But this is a, I guess, gold and silver glitter top coat in the golden age. So I thought that would be really cool. Super basic, but it was only, let's see, got my receipt here. This was $1.80, but with the discount I got it for $1.44. I know. Okay, and I got 2 of the Revlon Color Stay nail polishes, which I only have one other shade from this line, but it's kind of crazy because when this line first came out, there was one polish that I really was attracted to immediately, but I just didn't buy it because I felt like I didn't need it, and I still don't need it, but I got it for a really cheap price. Okay, it's the one in Rainforest, and it's a deep green base with some glitter in it. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I haven't worn it yet, but it's so pretty. Seriously, this was the first one I was like, I love that, but now I own it. So this was $150, but I paid $120, which, again, crazy. And the other shade I got is called Midnight, which is a deep teal cream color, which I'm guessing is going to be a fairly spot-on dupe for OPI Ski Till We Drop, which is one of my favorite OPI shades. But mine is actually pretty old, so I feel like once that is used up, now I have a sort of backup of it. So I'm just really excited. These are such good deals. Okay. And two last things. I got a hand cream from, I don't know if it's pronounced Good or just Good, but it's from the Burt's Bees, like, I don't know if it's a sister company or sister line or what, but it's the Paranormal Activity hand cream, so you could guess it smells like pear. And I've only used it a couple times, but I like it. I mean, it was only a couple bucks, and I needed another hand cream, so there we go. Okay, I got the, let's see, what is this called? The Maybelline Lash Stiletto Voluptuous Mascara, and they had the waterproof version, and it's very black. It's very difficult to find that combination at a discount anywhere. So I'm really excited to try this. I don't know if this ever got good reviews. I never tried the regular stiletto, but I didn't think I really heard anything about the voluptuous version, but it has apparently a curvy wand, so that should be interesting. Yeah, so I got that. So again, the fact that I got all of that with tax for less than $20 when normally that would be a whole lot more, it's just really, really heartwarming. No? Okay. Alright, so moving on to my Ulta purchases. The reason that I went twice is the first time I went, I was hoping to find the Lorac Pro palette because they had the 20% off coupon going on, but they didn't have it in stock. So they're like, call on Friday and, you know, see if we have them in because that's when they get their shipments in. So they did, so I went back on Friday and bought some more stuff. So I'm going to leave the Lorac Pro palette for last because I have a lot to say about it, but I'll try to keep it short, but let's get through the other stuff first. I had to buy new shampoo because I ran out of shampoo. I decided to go with a completely different company, different line, different even type. So I got the John Frieda Luxurious Volume Visibly Full, Touchably Soft shampoo. So I've never really gone towards volumizing shampoos because generally they kind of dry your hair out a little bit. But I've complained about this a little bit on Instagram and stuff, but my hair has been really flat lately. I honestly just need a haircut, but I just don't have the time. So I got this one in hopes that it would add some volume to my roots, but to be honest, it didn't really do anything for me. It smells nice. It's more of a subtle scent compared to my favorite like clear shampoos, but it's alright. I don't think I'll ever repurchase it. It'll do the job though. Okay, the next hair product I got is actually the Macadamia Deep Repair Mask, but they had this tube version, which I'd never seen before. It's like the intermediate size for the Deep Repair Mask. I know they have like the individual packet ones, and then they also have like that giant tub that I really didn't want to shell out that much money for. This was actually only $8 for 3.3 fluid ounces, which I thought was a pretty decent price and size to try it out. I did use it once. And I have to say my hair did feel like softer after I used it, and it felt really luxurious as I was using it, but I don't know if it had any lasting effects. Like, my hair doesn't seem to be any, you know, more spectacular than it was before, so I don't know if it needs like more uses to get like a lasting effect, and there goes the sun. But we'll see.
Is it too dark? I hope it's not too dark, guys. Sorry. Come on, sun. Cooperate. Oh, there we go. I'm powerful. Okay, wow, that was weird.
Okay, the next thing is this NYX slide-on pencil. A lot of these have been just raved about all over the place, and to be honest, I'm not really impressed with this either. I mean, what is up with the clouds today? It's a basic black eyeliner. I mean, it's a pencil liner, if you can see. I used it already, which is why it's not sharp. But it's not actually as black as I was expecting. I got the shade Jet Black, so I had like high expectations for pigmentation and color there. And it's just, let me show you. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's not that black. It reminds me more of Urban Decay Zero as far as how black it is, which, if you know, Urban Decay Zero is really not that pigmented. As far as lasting power goes, it's fine. It does the job. It's just, I guess, as good as any other liner. But the name here, it says Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and Definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Shine Eyeliner. This eyeliner is so good the name had to be this long. That's a little cocky, Nyx, because I don't know. I don't think that's true. A little bit disappointed with this, so that's that. I got 2 of the Nivea lip balms, 2 of which I hadn't tried yet, which, believe it or not, I think I've tried literally all the other ones. This is a Kiss of Mint and Minerals, and then a Kiss of Vitamin Swirl. I don't know if this is going to be like the new packaging or not, but I decided to get 2 more because my other one, my favorite one, a Kiss of Moisture, is like almost completely out. So I decided to try a couple new ones, and we'll see how those go. And I also got the OPI Liquid Sand Nail Polish in Alcatraz Rocks. This is the first liquid sand textured nail polish thing I've ever tried as far as that whole trend goes. I'm wearing it today. It's actually a really, really cool color. Actually, well, at least it looks really cool in the bottle. I think with more top coat it would look a lot better to get rid of that texture. I don't really have a problem with it. It doesn't bother me as much as I expected it to, but I don't find it like cool or anything. It doesn't do anything for me. It's there. It's bumpy. Like, I don't know. And lastly, again, I got the Lorac Pro palette. I've been wanting this thing for months. I'm just so happy to finally get my hands on it because it actually has been out of stock in a lot of places for a while. So, if you guys haven't seen this, I don't know where you have been, but the top layer is matte shadows and the bottom layer is like shimmery or metallic shades. And they're just so amazing. I literally swatch this palette every time I go into Ulta and I'm just like, you don't need it. Well, now I have it, so I don't need it because it's already in my possession. Okay, so I did use it today. It was the only thing that I used today. So in case you were wondering what shades that I used, this is literally the first time I've tried it though. So it was a lot of experimentation, I guess you could say. So I used this gold shade, which is more like a bronzier color, on the inner lid. And then I used Garnet, which is like a, I don't know, rusty color, like the middle lid. Middle lid, I don't know if that's a term. And then Espresso I used on the outer corner. I used Cream as my highlight shade, and I used a little bit of Nude on the inner corner. I did take a bunch of pictures and swatched some of this stuff, or actually all of it, for my blog post that I will be doing once I play around with it a little bit more. But I also used a little bit of taupe for a little bit of a blending color, but it's actually kind of dark for my skin tone to be a blending color. But man, this palette is so pretty. I learned really quickly though that a little goes a long way. I dipped my brush in it a couple times. I was like, whoa. When I applied it on my lid, I was like, oh, that's a little bit too much color there, Katie. So I had to tone it down a bit. But these shades are just really pretty. The shadows, the quality is just, it's crazy. So I'm so happy. Oh, and it came with a little eye primer, which I didn't use today. I used my own base, but yeah, that's fun. Okay, so that's it for this haul. I hope you guys liked it, and be sure to stop by your local Big Lots if you're looking for any of this stuff, because it's really hit or miss, as I said, but it's really fun when you get cool things like I did. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!